Everybody, welcome back to Julia channel. In this new video, we will continue the input and output topic, which is very important in data science. In previous week, if you remember, we talked the first section of this topic. We will see how to make and remove a file or folder, how to import and write in it. So actually in this week we will work on a file which is called COVID. Let's have a look at here. Okay, this is a text file and its name is COVID, and you see 3 rows, 3 names, 3 countries, and there are some numbers. We wanna work on this. We want to actually import and see how it works, how it write in it, and anyway we will try to use this data in this text file. So in this episode we will work on a text file. We will try to work on other files such as Excel files. So let's start with this. Firstly, we need to know that where we are. So for that we write pwd parenthesis open and close. It will show that where we are working right now. So it's showing the address, and inside of the quotation actually it is possible to write it here. Actually, okay, let's write it. Okay, it's showing just here, not in the rep. So for that I'm putting it inside of the print. Okay, this one, and then after command enter. Okay, here. Another way to get a directory is in this way. So instead of writing pwd parenthesis, writing @ underline dir, so it'll give you the directory that's where you are right now. Now where we are, we might decide to enter some folder. So for that we can see that I'm writing cd, which is exactly like in writing in Linux terminals, and I'm writing I would like to get in documents folder. So in Windows we are writing /, but here in iOS operating system we are writing just 1 \. So in documents, as you saw that I have Julia teaching folder, so I'm entering in that folder. So after pressing command shift enter, so let's verify I'm right, if we are right. So yeah, so as you see that the directory is the right, so we entered it to Julia teaching folder. Now another thing to do is making a folder in a place in a directory that we are right now. So with mkdir I'm making this folder called Myanmar inside of the quotation. Just be careful about that. So I would like to get in that folder. So for writing that, then I will write Myanmar. Then I'll press command shift enter, or maybe without command. So I get the error because there is no another documents in the place that I am there. So actually I made a mistake, but I'm already in Julia teaching, so I just need to write or enter Myanmar folder. So that's why it worked. Now we can go back to the parent folder, the first place that where we were there. For this I used cd parenthesis open and close, but so this time I am able to go to the folder of the Myanmar. So and this time I will write everything together. So I'll write, then I will press shift enter. So you see that. So if I get the if I get to know that my position pwd, you will see that yeah, I'm in the folder of Myanmar. That's how it works. Now I'm gonna try it again. Okay, wait, yeah, I'm going to back to the, yes, it works. So I just wanted to try without backslash, so it works. Now I'm gonna clean here. So I created a folder here, so I'm gonna try it in another way. So I'm going back to the parent folder, I mean in a place that I was there. Yeah, we are here. So I'm writing for the new method mkpath. Then I'll write, I wanna actually try to create a folder inside of the Myanmar folder. I'll try to write a city. This time I wrote Dushanbe, so we teach also geography here. Okay, so Command Shift Enter, then I'll try, oh why not, why here? So I'll try pwd here. Okay, then I will try to enter this folder. So I will write new name here, Command Shift Enter. That worked. So this is another way that to create a folder. Now how am I gonna avoid too much writing documents, Julia, teaching these things? So for that I'm going back to the first place. Then after I will define a new path called Germany, which is equal to be, then I will define for that Germany and comma so after compiling this, now I will clean here and I'm gonna start the serious topic, so I will clean the editor as well. In the current directory, I'll open the COVID-19 file. So I write open join path, the current directory, the name of the file, of course it's showing, and it's easing our job. I write R here and it stands from reading. We will try W and A later, and I call the open file and I wanna read the lines of the files line by line, so I get help from the command read lines. Remember how it worked in the previous week? It was slightly different. Now as you see that, as if you remember the COVID-19 file, it had 3 lines. That's why it's showing with 3 elements. And it is possible to close file in this way. I would like to have the file in the printed version in the terminal section. So for that I'm using for loop for that. I can print it line by line using a loop. So we will talk about the loop more. Yeah, in this way. So as you see that, yeah, this is the printed version, but it's it's not like line by line. So how I gonna do that? Doing an enter. So remember /n in the previous week it worked, as you see in the output. And other way to do that is like putting a $sign for I, so inside of the quotation, so it will work as well, as you see. Yeah, here the output. Now remember that if you write this loop without opening the file, it won't work. For example, this one. And even if I write the new lines too, and I'm compiling this one, I'm changing this one again, it won't work. It won't give any outputs for me because it's 0 element here. This is how it works to reading a file. I'm gonna create a text file and trying to writing in it. For that I'm gonna clean the rep section and the editor section here. Now creating a text file. So I'm writing it almost in the same way, but instead of writing R, which means reading, I'll write W coming from the word write. Now I'm trying to write something in this new text file in this way. Now I'm gonna compile this one. So 43 showing the number of the characters. Let's see the file, the Persia file. Okay, there's nothing there because we didn't close the file. So we need to close it, otherwise we won't be able to see anything that we have written there. So now let's try it again. Okay, see. Okay, so we see everything that we have written here. Okay, so that's why we need to close the file. So let's close here. Now what if we want to add something else to this Persia text file? For that we shouldn't use W, we need to use A. It means it's coming from append, so we will be able to add. If we use W, it will remove everything that we have written already. So now I'm writing same thing, same stuff. I wanna add new things, so I'll write new things here, new text. So this time I'm writing Indonesia. So as I said, we teach also geography somehow. And we need to close the file for sure, otherwise we won't be able to see new things. So this is the new things that we added to the Persia file. Now I'm closing that. If I were using W instead of A, I wouldn't see anything, the things that I had written already. So let's try it, let's test it. I'm writing here the same thing, W instead of A, and I'll write a new text here. Let's go to Japan. Okay. And I need to close the file as I want to see the changes. And I'm compiling line by line by shift enter here. Let's see that file as you saw. the things that I have written already, they are gone. So using W or A is important. As a last thing that I want to say is the rm command in order to be able to remove the files and folders. For doing this, you need to be in the same folder. We are currently in the Teaching Julia folder, so I was successful to get rid of the Persia.txt. Now I'm gonna to delete the Myanmar folder in the same way. So that's everything that we wanted to talk about in this week, in this Julia video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do not forget to subscribe us and make some comments. I hope you guys enjoyed. So we will talk about many things and data science and mathematics in upcoming weeks. Bye.